Hello, everybody. I am so honored to be speaking to you today on this very special occasion, celebration of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's birth anniversary in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Jai Bhim to everyone. This is incredibly inspiring that in the Central Asian republics, former Soviet country, that the Ambedkarite caravan is expanding and the medicos who are now going to become the physicians and medical practitioners across the world are actually gathering together to read Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's work, draw inspiration from his life, and take that message into their own ethical practice, but also participate in paying back to the society. I was very honored when Abhishek reached out to me, and it is really exciting to see that in Kyrgyzstan, probably this is the first ever any occasion of such nature commemorating Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and in extension the community of outcast and oppressed people, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward classes, women and so forth. So this is a great occasion and opportunity. Hopefully this Bishkek energy inspires other countries within the West Asian corridor as well as the countries within the Caucasus region. We have to understand, friends, that the function of celebrating anything or anybody's birthday is meant to remember, recite, and reiterate our faith into the values that give us moral direction and give us a motivation to boost our energies in a direction that makes you feel more human. Caste system and divisions across various religion and so forth lines are not really applicable to a modern society, but yet they continue, and many of you are potentially victims of that experience. Some of you may have direct and some of you may have heard about this through your family and lineage. Now, having said that, that experience is still very telling. It's tantamount, it's present amidst us. So it's our responsibilities. Many of you are going to be physicians practicing, taking care of people, nursing and looking after them, and hopefully giving them longer and healthier life. Let's look at that through a very Ambedkarite lens and a perspective that draws from his master, the Buddha, the ever compassionate person who gave us this panacea to counter pain and suffering. And one of the ways to do is to develop immense amount of Maitri, metta, the Pali word that comes to mind. And Babasaheb developed on this very, very intimately. Maitri, friendship, is something that we build on beyond the confines of any caste, religion, gender, and so forth. Maitri, friendship, is a very pure bond where you participate, you volunteer to give your wholesome to the other person and similarly receive in reciprocation. And that's why within the Indian culture, friendships are so invaluable. We hold our friend's hand while walking as much as we care for them. This is a bond that is nourished for several millennia and hopefully will continue doing that. However, institutions like caste are anti-friendship. They teach us to look at other person not from the lens of a human being's vulnerability, sensibility, or what a human being offers as a friend. It teaches us to identify them first through their caste and then decide if we want to extend that fellowship to that person, that love and care that we have to deliver to that person. I think this is something very inhuman, and I think we have to collectively think about ways to tackle it. So I'm happy in Kyrgyzstan that you have gone all the way to study, and I'm sure you're enjoying the great food and the great milk products that Bishkek offers. It's also one of the greatest civilizations that's not just a history to Russian Orthodox temples, churches, Islam and so forth. There's also this Buddhist history that has been existing as part of a big, what we call Silk Route, which kind of passed through this corridor. There's much more richer history, presence of India, relations with Kyrgyzstan and other nations neighboring to that provide us more opportunity. You are indeed our ambassadors in that region. So try to meet people, make friends with them, try to reach out to communities and interact with them, try to learn their culture, Educate them about your culture, about your own community. Don't try to be rambunctious. Don't try to expel your own nationalistic, toxic ethos if they are existing within our communities or within the national framework to represent the nation. Our representing of nation is the nation of constitution, Baba Sahib Ambedkar's idea of nation, where we are representing the poor, the vulnerable at first, and we represent a greater historical civilization, right from the ages of Charwaks to the Melua civilization, right in Haryana and and the regions of present-day Pakistan, to what we see today happening in Sanhati and other regions in southern India. That's the legacy of the Buddha, Ashoka. We see continuing happening during medieval eras through various saints and seers, Ravidas, Kabir, Ghasidas, the Nath Sampradaya of East India, and the tradition continues very elegantly through Tukaram, Jnaneshwar. In modern times, we have in the eyes of Mahatma Phule, Babasaheb Ambedkar. There's also Rajashri Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. There's also Guru Nanak preceding that time. We also have the defining legacy of Guru Gobind Singh and the heavy, clean lineage that they provided to fight against Brahminical atrocities committed on majority of the people. So we see this rich culture that is there, and let that be the proud of your representation. When you think of India, when you think about the color of our flag, the four colors, the center balancing act of India's flag is the Ashoka Chakra, the 24 spoke wheel that was meant to be a wheel of spreading the values of Dhamma across the world. And that's what's happening. You go to an Indian consulate or embassy in Bishkek, and you will see that color of tri-color is moving, and the fourth color of this blue that is there is where is holding nation together. And you are not just that blue, you're all of the colors, but the blue is something that holds on and glues you to your country. I'm honored that I was invited to this first very event. Unfortunately, I cannot be there in person because of obvious reasons. Teaching is going on, and I'm scheduled to travel to Atlanta for Ambedkar Jayanti celebrations. I'm also having a book discussion of Caste, a Global Story, as you can see, here at my University of Pennsylvania. But down the line, maybe there will be an occasion for me to come down, spend time with you, see the beautiful and meet people of Kyrgyzstan and what they are doing, and maybe also explore the cultural connections that we may develop. I hope you interact with more people and international community of students, and more importantly, that you are there. Be proud of yourself. Don't feel ashamed of owning up your own caste, your own identity. You are not the ones who have committed any kind of crimes based on your caste. You are the ones who have held humanity, nation, community together. And always know about your community's history. Our community history were not written to the level that it needed exploitation, that people came and took away that from them. It didn't really get that attention that it needed to, and that's why the history was distorted and exploited for the benefit of the few. We have to now take control of that, and that can happen when you will proudly claim, associate yourself with each other, and boost this kind of groundswell so you are intellectually maturing your own view, vision, and the way of understanding the future. Future is something that you need to think about by remaining in the present. I hope you continue to emit friendship, love, compassion, and also the joy that comes out of it. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's message may be a good guidance for many students, because he was also a student. He was also a doctor, but not like you guys tearing apart the skins and scalpels of people's bodies, but he was certainly a doctor of letters and doctor of economics and finance and so forth, also a barrister himself. Let his education achievement inspire you as they have inspired your parents, and give an opportunity. Had it not been for Baba Sahib, probably we would have been still lagging behind, and it would not have taken for people like you or me sitting here at the top education institutes, or you sitting in Bishkek taking an excellent medical education. We should be grateful to our ancestors. And our ancestors are not someone that who come only from our bloodline. Ancestors are someone who protect us not through a direct communication, but through a community support and through the bigger generosity of the heart. Let this inspire you, and hopefully, you will continue doing the good work. Be proud of you, be proud of your parents, and always be accountable to your community, because it is because of them you have gained an opportunity. Your parents may have provided you the financial support, they provided you a guidance, but a community provides you that identity, provides you that framework to stand on something. That platform has to do with your community. Always be proud of them and always be accountable to them. I wish you once again a happy Bhim Jayanti and congratulations for this first ever, I think, Central Asian Republic's Babasaheb Ambedkar Jayanti celebration. Do share your celebrations and do read the books. This is the opportunity. Engage with intellectual mind. Try to read poetry. Engage in fields that are related to medical but also expand, and think how health can also be a publicly accessible entity in India and across the world. How you can participate in making health an equitable process for people, not solely driven by profits and how much money you put, and look at the comparative excesses that people make. But let your profession also be one of those noble ones. Let they also inspire. Buddha's doctor, Jivak, was also someone who dedicated his life to serving the Buddha, and he found that ultimate peace. And there was a palace that was dedicated to Jivak near Patliputra, which is today's Patna. Let that stories also inspire you. I wish you all once again a very happy Bhim Jayanti. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya.